He was standing on the sidewalk, waiting for his ride, when police cars pulled up with sirens blaring. "Hands up!" they shouted, guns drawn. Confused, he froze. He had no weapon, no record, nothing. Still, they slammed him against the hood, handcuffs biting into his wrists. What the officers didn't know was that this arrest would cost them their careers, their badges, and their freedom. Derek Lewis, a 32-year-old entrepreneur, had just left a business dinner. He stood outside, checking his phone, waiting for his Uber. That's when two officers jumped out of their cruiser, claiming he fit the description of a suspect. Derek tried to explain, showing them his dinner receipt, but they didn't care. They forced him down, cuffed him, while stunned bystanders recorded everything on their phones. At the station, the report they filed was filled with lies. They claimed Derek resisted arrest, that he was acting suspicious. But within hours, the videos spread online. Millions watched as a calm, innocent man was dragged off the street for nothing. Outrage exploded on social media. Hashtags demanded justice. News channels picked up the story. What the officers didn't realize was who Derek really was. He wasn't just an ordinary man. He was a respected businessman, a board member of the city's largest hospital, and the nephew of a well-known judge who had spent years fighting against police misconduct. Suddenly, this wasn't just another case to sweep under the rug. It was national news. Civil rights lawyers lined up to represent him. In court, the truth was undeniable. Witness videos showed Derek cooperating every second of the arrest. Not once did he resist. The jury saw the truth, and the officers' lies crumbled. The verdict was swift, guilty of false arrest and abuse of power. Their badges were stripped, their careers destroyed, and instead of protecting the community, they were sentenced to serve time behind bars. As for Derek, he walked free with his head held high. He returned to his business and his community stronger than ever, not as a victim, but as a symbol. Because sometimes, when injustice tries to break you, it only makes your voice louder. They thought they could take his freedom in a single night, but in the end, they were the ones who lost theirs. Derek Lewis was not a faceless name or a statistic. He ran a local youth center, mentored kids, and organized community events. To see him treated as a criminal was an insult to the entire community he served. The officer's report, filed later, was fiction, claiming Derek was uncooperative and aggressive. These calculated lies tried to transform a respected leader into a threat. The narrative of the aggressive black man is a tired, dangerous trope. Derek's identity as a mentor and neighbor was erased in the report. But the community knew better. The contrast between the man they knew and the criminal described was stark. He taught respect and nonviolence, not crime. The police had arrested the wrong person in every sense. This profound misjudgment would soon be exposed. Videos of the arrest appeared online within an hour. Shaky, raw footage from bystanders showed Derek calm, hands visible, trying to reason with officers. Another video captured him being violently shoved against the car. The footage contradicted every key claim in the officer's report. There was no resistance, no aggression, only a calm, innocent man brutalized. The videos spread like wildfire, shared across the country. #Justice for Derek Lewis began to trend. The officer's lies crumbled under undeniable visual evidence. The videos broke through the official narrative, showing the public the truth. Citizen journalists became guardians of accountability. National media picked up the story, contrasting Derek's real character with the police's false claims. Interviews with his family and youth center kids painted a powerful picture. Derek Lewis became a national symbol of a justice system that had failed. With public opinion behind him, Derek was not alone. Civil rights lawyers took his case, armed with irrefutable video evidence. The bogus charges were dropped, Derek was cleared, but true justice meant holding the officers accountable. A civil rights lawsuit accused them of false arrest, excessive force, and malicious prosecution. In court, the videos were played, exposing the officers' lies. Under cross-examination, their stories unraveled. Jurors watched as the shield of authority cracked. The jury found in favor of Derek on all counts, awarding him damages. More importantly, the verdict was a public condemnation of the officers' actions. Justice had prevailed over abuse of power. Quiet sobs of relief came from Derek's family and supporters. The battle was won. The verdict was not the end. The officers were fired for gross misconduct and falsifying reports. The district attorney pursued criminal charges against them. Derek could have retreated, but chose to lead. He spoke out against racial injustice, using his platform to push for reform. His voice, once silenced, now echoed with purpose. His victory empowered the community. Residents demanded accountability. A new generation of activists was inspired by his example. Derek's youth center became a hub for civic engagement. Today, Derek Lewis stands as a symbol of strength and hope. His triumph is a victory for everyone who believes justice should be a right for all.